Alright, so this is a video lesson on how to play Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh. The first thing to know about the song is that you don't want to use a lot of distortion on it. It's really a very, not clean, but you don't want to make it sound like a Motley Crue song, you know. You want to use very light, very treble distortion too. And so I have a Marshall 80 watt amp, and my settings are, I have my gain on about 1/4 of the way. My bass is about 1/4 of the way. No contour, because that gives it that metal sound, and that's not what you want in a Joe Walsh song. My treble is up about 3/4 of the way. You can actually do more than that, because the song is very treble. And my volume is about 1/4 of the way. You don't want to use a lot of volume either, because in this song you really want to attack the strings. If you don't, it'll sound like... And this song is not exactly a ballad. There are songs where you want to play it lightly, but this isn't one of them. So you want to really get into the music and really just go at the strings, and that's why you use a low volume, because if you don't, you're going to rock your whole house. So you just... So you really, your fingers are going to feel it after a while. You really got to play the song a couple times before your fingers can get used to just attacking the strings, and you're going to build up some calluses if you haven't really done this before in guitar. But it's good for it. Pete Townsend is an example of someone that really attacked the strings, and it sounds a lot better in a lot of music, like The Who or Joe Walsh. Yeah, that's music where you really got to attack it. So let's start off with the riff. Everyone knows this riff. It's one of Joe Walsh's probably most famous riffs ever, and it's really pretty much just a simple pentatonic riff. Start off on the A string, on the 2nd fret, and you bend it up and down. If you have a Strat, I guess you can use a whammy bar. I'm playing on a Les Paul, so I don't have a whammy bar, but you bend your string, and then you play an open string. And then there's a lot of sliding in this song. He does a lot of sliding because he's one of the great slide guitar players ever. So he doesn't use a slide, but he slides along the strings, you know. So slide up to the 4th fret, and then an A chord, a barred A chord, and then it opens. So all right, and then pretty much the same thing over again. So and there's a lot of room to mess around with this riff. I mean, as long as you keep within the same thing, you know, he just plays it a couple of times before he comes in with the... So you can just mess around in the pentatonic. It's a, I believe it's an F sharp pentatonic. And what this is it's a D with an open bottom string. And then this is a trick. It's used in Stairway to Heaven. And and then you just use your ring and pinky fingers on the bottom string. 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. And then back into the riff. And on the last time before he really goes up to the D string, and you can even go up to the G string, I guess. He doesn't, but like I said, you can mess around with it. And it involves a little quickness, but it's pretty simple. And what this next part is, this will really work your fingers. He takes the B string and the G string, 4th fret, and he bends it. And then he goes into the A formation, so 4th fret, bend up to 5th, 2nd, 4th, 2nd, and then the riff again. And then he does the slide all the way up to the octave of the A, which is on the 14th fret. So, and you're gonna miss it the first time. I did. I would go oh wait, that doesn't sound right. Just practice it a couple times and you'll get it every time. You don't even have to look. You'll just get a feel for it. So he does that slide. And of course, there are other guitars doing the same thing. He actually, he just does this for the whole time. And then there's another guitar doing that. That's the predominant thing. It's used so that he doesn't have to switch settings and stuff, because this part actually uses a heavier distortion and they don't attack the strings as much as he does with his... Alright, so then the next part, he actually plays it on an acoustic, but not live, because you can't just switch to an acoustic guitar live, you know. So the next part is, there's someone playing F notes, F power chords. And then, what this is you got your 5th fret on the E string and your 6th fret on the B string. Then slide down, 3rd fret, 5th fret, then just an F. You can also play an F chord. Sounds just as good. And then the next part is the minor version of that. So it's a bar 5th, bar 3rd, and then open E and 1st fret B. And then open, hammer on, so open, hammer on B string 1st fret. And then the next part is this little lead, I guess, for lack of a better term, and it's just to go into the verse where he just plays chords. So it's, and that's just 2nd fret on the A string, all palm muted, so 2nd, 3rd, D string, open, 2nd, 3rd, and that leads it into the F chord. I've been to parties sometimes until 4, you know. And then the chord progression is just F, C, D minor, C, F, C, D minor, C. And then going into, I guess what you call the chorus. That's the lead part for that. Of course, there's a chord progression going on at the same time. And what this is 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd fret, open, G on the E string, so 5th fret on the E string. And then slide up to the